Hey guys, welcome back again. I got another video here for you, and it's a tool that I've had for a little bit now, and I've just been waiting to do a video on it just because I wanted to get a good feel for this this PB Swiss. It's part number, well, let's see, PB-8453 R-30, and this is for the ratcheting version, the R-30. And like I said, I've had this tool for a little while now. I wanted to run it through its paces. I've got, and as you guys have seen me in my videos, I've ran across a lot of these different ratcheting screwdrivers. I have all different types, and I definitely have my favorites. But the PB Swiss just seriously couldn't be left without being included in this setup. So I picked this one up. There are different versions. You get a larger handle, but for me, I find that for the most part, I like to use a smaller stubby type of handle, kind of more reminiscent of your Vessel or your Annex, or even my Snap-on. I tend to use those, and then if needs be, I'll add on an extension, right, for however long it needs to be. Let's say you only want it 3 inches longer, or say you just want to really extend it out there. You have lots of ways to just really extend out your screwdriver for however you need. And so I prefer to go shorter than longer, because once you commit to being a longer one, a perfect example of that is this Vessel. It is extremely long, and there's nothing you could do to shorten that up. You're just stuck. So it's an extra long handle, and I mean, it works great, but you can't get into some spaces just because of how long that is. So for me, this PB Swiss, this 8453 R-30 was a good fit, I think, for me, and so I went ahead and picked it up. Now, what's nice about it is a ratcheting screwdriver. I went ahead and counted the teeth. They don't say anything on their website, but it feels pretty close to 24 teeth on this screwdriver. And I'll let you guys hear it real quick. It is a very clean mechanical function that's in there. They've done a really good job with that mechanism. Now, that isn't to say that there isn't some back drag, right? It's still new. Maybe as it gets some more usage, it feels like it's packed full of grease, and it just, quite frankly, has a little bit of back drag. But as the machine work on this, I mean, let's talk about some nice machine work, overall fit and finish of everything. I do like here that the selector switch actually has some recessed buttons in it. It's all plastic here, and it allows you to, with a very easy flick, go from reverse to forward and stop. And note that the reverse function is in the opposite position that you want to be going. So remember that. You got to trick your brain into thinking, I'm going reverse this direction and I'm going forward in this direction. But other than that, it works out good. And they do a good job here too, giving you a laser etch of both the directions of which way they need to go. Now this has a nice rubber, soft, pliable, I want to say rubber or almost silicone feel to it, to the handle. This is just going to be an ink. Yeah. It's either painted or inked on. It looks to be somewhat resilient for now. Time will tell how long that lasts. And then the nice part about the tail end here is the carousel. They load it full, and it has a very nice rotating smooth carousel for your bits. And these are your standard size bits, all 1/4 inch. And let's see, it comes with 6 bits. So number 2 Phillips, as you see here. And I like how they color code them based on their types. So Phillips are going to be 1 and 2. They're going to be gold. And then you have your slot screwdriver, 0.8 by 5.5. And then your Torx, 25, 20, and 15. So very common. And if you need to swap out something, right, that's maybe you have a specific one that you want in there. For instance, a lot of people, actually Vessel, I don't know if these ones are actually going to fit in there quite right. These are a little bit longer than normal, so they're not going to quite fit in there. So these are going to be probably just a little bit shorter than some that are out there. So just keep in mind, if you have some shorter 1/4 inch drive bits, you could throw them inside there, or again, purchase more PB Swiss bits, because their bits are actually nice and high quality bits that really stand up to some abuse. So I do like their bits. Now, all in all, really easy, and it's also nice too here. It's worth noting that if you have it in your hand, you do get a slight spinning rotation on the backside here. That is pretty nice. but it will, if you put pressure on it, it will bind and it will stop, right? Because this rubber kind of silicone overmold actually bites into it and acts like a brake. So if you're going slow and loose, no big deal. And we'll let you guys see here too as it engages. Gets good engagement, tightens up nicely. Right, you want to reverse, flip it. Back she comes. Likewise here, go back to forward. Very good setup. So I rather like it. I think the fit and finish is great. I wanted to note too that when you're in lockup, I want you guys to see how much play there is. Almost none. The only play you'll get is in the bit driver here, because there is a little bit of play. It is worth also noting that it is a large magnet, about as large as you can fit inside there, and it has great retention, so it'll hold it great. And you can throw in any bits you guys want on there. Right, if you want to run a longer impact, get in a little bit deeper. Works great too, because again, it's a magnet retention, so it'll hold any bit, 1/4 inch bit that you throw inside there. So all in all, looks great. Pricing wise, it's going to be worth noting. These come in right around $80, so not cheap, not for the faint of heart. Great design, great quality. Other than that, and yeah, carousel works good. I did want to do a quick back drag test. Right, so far your Mega Pro has the best back drag out there, at least from all the tests that I've done so far. So it's worth noting and putting it on here to see. We'll go the same direction. Yeah, you can see the Mega Pro spinning. If I break the Mega Pro, now this one spins. So yeah, Mega Pro still wins. I would say this is more on par with the Vessel. Let's see if we're actually going the same direction. We are not. There you go. There you go. Actually, going the same direction now. Yeah, I'd say even the Vessel's just slightly better at minimum back drag. So, all in all, great tool. Stainless steel, obviously, head here coming out the front. All the components are definitely quality, and yeah, it's a great screwdriver. $80 is a large price to pay. It is more than the Mega Pro, right? The Mega Pro is about half that, and you know it does have its own carousel of bits too, quite a few more. So depends on what you guys are looking for, but yeah, all in all, it's been a great tool. I wish it had a little slightly better price, but it is a nice quality tool. So I would say for me, for usage, I would say my two current favorites to use right now would probably be between these two. I mean, as far as the lockup feature, it is almost as good as the NX. The NX gets a full and complete lockout. It does not move whatsoever once you lock it. This one has just a fraction of movement, but it's almost not noticeable. So both of these great. And as far as the small one, I mean, this takes the cake. This is an amazing screwdriver. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you have one? Do you have any of these? And have you compared it to the PB Swiss? I'd love to hear what you guys think about the PB Swiss. And please, by all means, like and subscribe so you guys can see some more content and help get this channel out there. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.